Hey guys, it feels so good to be back. I know you guys miss me. I'm so sorry that I have gone away. To my loyal subscribers, I think a couple of you guys unsubscribed to me because I've been gone, and I'm so sorry. Let me tell you guys, if you don't want to hear this part, fast forward to the video to the story time. But I have a couple announcements that I need to make, and I'm pretty sure that you guys want to stay tuned. One, I've been gone because I've had my final exams, and my last final exam was today, so I was like, oh my gosh, I need to make a YouTube video. My whole life has been very hectic right now. I had to study for my finals. My boyfriend Miles surprised me and came, and then I went to the Beyonce concert. Yes, the Beyonce concert. Now I am back, and I have a whole bunch of videos that you guys have requested, and I'm just sitting here like, oh my gosh, like what am I gonna do? So today is just gonna be a real quick story time. As you guys can see with the title, this is the time I had a run-in with the KKK. Yes, I had a run-in with the KKK. This little black girl had a run-in with the KKK. I don't know, I'm just so hot, you guys. It's so freaking hot. Like, so little Imani was in, what grade was I in? Oh my gosh, I was in 6th grade. This is the time I was in 6th grade. I was in middle school, of course, and I thought I was really popping because you couldn't tell me nothing. Like, I was out of elementary school and I was in 6th grade. I, of course, was at the bottom of the totem pole in middle school, but to me, I was really popping. And I was always not, I want to say the smart kid, but I was pretty smart. I always had good grades, and I was really cool with my teachers. I wasn't the teacher's pet, but I was cool with the teachers. When they needed something, I'd be like, yo, these people are petty, like, get me away from them. And I just got whatever I wanted to get as a child. And so this time in particular, in 6th grade, we had teams, and I got into it with two of my teachers from my previous team, to where the school had to move me to another team on the other side of the school building because my mom went up to the school and just went havoc on them, so they just decided to change all of my teachers. Now, as soon as I moved to this new team, I created a bond with my science teacher. I hate science, always have hated science, and always will hate science, but I love this science teacher, and she made science seem like one of the best things. I don't know how she did it, but she was just really cool. We're gonna call this teacher Miss Katie. We're gonna call her Miss Katie. So Miss Katie, one day, because I would go to her class after school, we would talk. Like, she was just really my best friend, y'all. That was really my teacher, and she knew that I was really a girly girl. I've always have been a girly girl, and I was really girly about things. And I remember we had one lab that we had to do, and she told me to stay after because I didn't want to do the lab because it was just too dirty for me. I didn't want to get my nails done. I was like, Miss Katie, I can't do it. I'll do an alternate assignment for you. This is just nasty. This is nasty. So I stayed after, and she was like, okay, you don't have to do the lab. All you have to do, Imani, is just sign up for this this science camp. And I was like, what? Sign up for this science camp? That's all I gotta do? Like, is there a guarantee? Do I have to go to the science camp? And she was like, no, there's no guarantee, but I want you to sign up for the science camp, and I want you to sign up for the scholarship for the science camp because the science camp costs a lot of money. And I know that you're gonna get the scholarship to go for free. All you gotta do is sign up for it. You're gonna love it. It's during the summer, but as soon as you sign up for it, even if you get declined, I'm just still gonna give you credit for the lab. And I was like, what? Okay, well, tell me more about it. And she was going on and on about how it was this forestry camp. Okay, this is the first time I've heard the word forestry. She was telling me about how it wasn't like chemistry and stuff. It was more of an outside element thing. And then that's when I was like, whoa. Outside? Miss Katie, do I look like I want to be outside? Do I look like a person that's going to be outside? No, I don't. And she was like, well, Imani, you need to sign up for it. So I'm signed up for it. She was like, it's just a forestry camp. It's not like you're going to be dealing with animals or anything. And I was like, okay, I don't have to deal with animals. I don't have to deal with fish. I don't have to deal with nothing like that. I'm not no crocodile hunter. They're really not about to have me out here. She was like, no, just trees and just something, just looking at the land from an environmental perspective. That's what she said to me. Guys, a couple of weeks later, I got this thing in the mail. I was accepted by the scholarship committee to go to this camp. Now I'm thinking, WTF, like TF, what am I gonna do? But I remember what Miss Katie was telling me and how I was gonna meet a lot of people and have fun. So I was like, you know what, let's go for it. I'm gonna have fun and I'm gonna do this science camp. You can't tell me nothing. I'm about to be out here in these streets. So the summer of 6th grade comes. Now this is summer of 6th grade going into 7th grade, and I was leaving for the camp, and I was telling my friends, because I grew up in the Boys and Girls Club, shouts out to my people who grew up in the Boys and Girls Club, I was telling my friends, hey y'all, I'm not gonna be here for like 2 weeks in the summer because I'm going to this science camp. And they're like, what? And I'm telling them about it. They're like, whoa, bet, like that's so cool. So y'all, I go to this stupid science camp. It was the biggest culture shock for me. Like I said, I grew up in the Boys and Girls Club. I've always been one of many black people, and when I went to the science for the first, I don't know, 5 days, I was the only black person. And now that didn't bother me at all. It was just kind of different for me. Like, it was culturally different. To the girls are like, oh, your hair is like this, like what? And I'm small, like I'm not small, but I'm younger, so we're just kind of like getting to know each other, like, what, you do this, like, ew, you wash your hair every day, ew, you wash your hair every 2 weeks, like that's nasty. It was just really funny. And I made some friends there, like they were really my friends. But then once we met the boys wanted to talk to them, and since I was the only black girl, none of the boys really liked me. It was just like, I was just around because I was the girls' friends, and it was out of pity. It was just like, oh, why does she have to come, type thing. That science camp, I cried about every day. My living arrangements look like, you know, the beginning of Parent Trap. The beginning of the movie Parent Trap, where they're in the cabins. Yeah, that's what my living arrangements look like. I wanted to cry. I had to take cold showers every day. And fast forward, I'm not even going to explain to you guys all the activities they had us doing at this stupid science camp. I'm just going to list some of the things out to let you guys know, and then I'm going to tell you guys what happened. So at the end of the science camp, we planned a field trip. We were going on a field trip to Stone Mountain. I'm going to let that sink in. So by the time we get to the end of the science camp, before we go on a trip to Stone Mountain, I find this girl, and she is black. And I'm just like, yes, I have someone who is black with me, guys. Like, someone who's not picking at my hair and looking at me like I'm crazy. I have someone black. And I found her, and we were like this, y'all. We were like this. We were inseparable. You could not separate us. We were peas in a pod. So, in the camp, we identified owls. We pet snakes. We went into different forests in Georgia. Like, we were out there in Georgia, where we went into different forests. People got bit by stuff. People had ticks on them. Like, that was just their thing. They loved doing that. It was like, oh, let's go into this forest and identify some trees. Like, and me and the other black girl was just like, no, let's go inside and sit in the shade. Like, we weren't having it, but we had to because it was part of the camp. And so, you guys, I cried every day. I've had panic attacks. Like, I don't like wildlife touching me. I just had to go through a lot. So fast forward, me and this girl, we're gonna call her Brianna. Me and Brianna was so happy to go on this Stone Mountain trip because we were going back to civilization. In my head, we were going back to civilization. I was like, look, we're gonna see people who like being with other people instead of hugging on trees, which is okay. It's just not my thing. And she was like, yeah, I can't wait till we go to Stone Mountain. Yeah, we pull up, we get in the bus, we all happy, buddy. And me and this other girl, we're gonna call the other girl Lacey. Me, Lacey, and Katie was the teacher, my bad. Me, Lacey, and Brianna, we were like, okay. And Lacey was like, well, we're gonna save a spot for y'all. We went to go see the laser show, I think. Either fireworks or laser show. I don't know. But like I said, we were in the middle of nowhere. I don't even know what part of Georgia we were in. We were in the middle of nowhere. That's where we were at, okay? So, It is pitch black, and we're coming back from Stone Mountain. Pitch black. I mean, all you can see is nothing, like nothing. It's pitch black outside. And then they stopped the bus on the middle of a side of a dirt road. They stopped the bus, and I'm like, what's going on? And my friend Brianna like, yo, what is this? Why are we stopping on the side of the road? Is something wrong with the bus? Like, what the heck is going on? So we sitting here, we can't see nothing. Mind you, this is back before the iPhone, y'all. We had these little, you know, everybody had the razors. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So we didn't have no flashlight. We didn't have no flashlight until Lacey was like, oh, I have a flashlight in my bag. And we see the grown-ups are talking up front of the bus. Now, we're back in seat 12 because we're the cool kids. So we're like, I don't know. I was like, Lacey, why don't you go ask one of the troopers what's going on? And she's like, yeah, I don't know. This is weird. Nobody's telling us nothing. At this point, no one is telling us anything. Now, this is the last day of this camp. I'm ready to go. Like, what's the hold up? I need to go back home. I want to see my mom. I want to see my family. I want to get back to civilization. We need to go. Like, come on. And then she was like, made an announcement. Oh, we're having technical difficulties. We just got to sit here for a while and, you know, help us on the way. Help us on the way. The bus broke down. She was like, no, the bus didn't break down, but help us on the way. So we sitting there like, all right, okay. So she's like, y'all are welcome to go outside and stretch your legs and everything. So we have a lot of adult chaperones that are around us or whatever to make sure that we're not gonna run off into the wild, because these kids like to run off into the wild. Not me and Brianna. We weren't like that. So we step outside the bus. They step outside the bus first, and Brianna like, we were the only ones in the bus. We're like, should we be the only ones up in here? And it's like, I don't know. Like, what if this thing blow up? She said it was broke. What if it blow up? I said, maybe we should go outside with everybody else. So we go outside. Get back in the bus. Get back in the bus. Get back in the bus. And we're sitting here like, bro, we just went outside to stretch our legs. What is going on? Next thing you know, all you hear is, whoo. And you see huge flames. And now we are able to see, y'all. We see huge flames. We see 3 crosses. Y'all all seen this? 3. And I'm like, so all the other kids, they're like, oh, cool. And they're trying to like just pile us and push us back into the bus. And me and Brianna like, wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. That is the KKK. No, that is the Ku Klux Klan. That is the Ku Klux Klan. We are close to the Ku Klux Klan, and we are the only 2 black people. The only 2 black people. And they're about to do their ritual, so now they're getting into like formation. Their little formation. And they see us, but they don't really interact with us. I mean, they see that it's a bus that broke down side of the road, and they see all these Caucasian and white kids. So they don't say nothing. It was just the fact that these little white kids were just like, oh, yo, the Ku Klux Klan, like, what? I never seen one of these before. That's so cool. And they're like, what? Can we go join? Nah, nah, nah. And me and Brianna like, no, we need to get TF out of here is what we need to do, because I don't want to be caught dead. Now me and Brianna, we're hiding. But the other kids, they want to join into the festivities with the Ku Klux Klan. And so the teachers are like calling and calling and calling and calling, like, where are these people at? Like, we got these kids next to the KKK, the buses broke down, like, where's roadside assistance? If we were in civilization, we would have been helped already, but we weren't in civilization. We were in the middle of nowhere. So because of that, my black tail and Brianna's black tail ran to the bus, went in the bus, and hid like this under the seat, to where I was like, nope, the KKK not gonna get my black butt, not my black behind, not today. So that was my running with the KKK. All the kids almost were just so excited to see the KKK, and some of the kids, most of the kids were racist. to where, I mean, they were racist, but they didn't discriminate against me and Brianna. They were nice to us, but they felt like we were nothing because, like, we were just below them because they were white and we weren't. So they were nice to us, and they would treat us fine. They would talk to us like we were stupid, but they would treat us fine. But it was just so disturbing, the fact that, like, wow, I'm actually seeing the KKK do their ritual. And these kids are so excited and they want to go join. And that's when I decided that forestry and being outside of civilization in Georgia was not for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. Do not forget to follow me on Snapchat at Imani_Bailey, or follow me on Instagram at parties_and_pink. And do not forget, this hair in my head is Diamond in the Weft hair. Of course, I'll have it linked below. And do not forget to subscribe. Thumbs up this video if you want to hear more story times. I will have more story times, of course. And y'all, stay cute. Bye.